Hello friends, Zachary Stockill here from RetroactiveJealousy.com. If you've been enjoying these videos, if you'd like me to continue doing this, please take, 0.4 seconds out of your day, click the like button below. Also be sure you are subscribed to my channel, and while you're at it, make sure you've hit the notification bell to be alerted when new videos come out. Okay, today we're answering an email from Monica. Monica writes, "Are breaks good for both parties and the relationship when your partner is dealing with retroactive jealousy?" And in parentheses, she writes, "No contact whatsoever." Okay, Monica. My general theory on breaks in a relationship is that more often than not, and of course there are exceptions to every rule, but the exceptions prove the rule, but more often than not, breaks are preludes to a breakup, a final breakup. I think, especially if you're doing it more than once in a while, if you're constantly taking breaks where there's this kind of ambiguous phase in the relationship where it's like, are we together? Are we not together? Are we dating other people? Are we not dating other people? Are we speaking? Should we not speak? If you're going to take a break, be very, very, very clear on what that break is going to entail, and be very, very clear on when the break will end, when you'll come back together. So if you're going to take the risk of taking a break, I do think that is probably the best way to do it. However, I don't think that breaks are usually good in the context of a relationship because it implies a break in the intimacy, a break in the connection, a break in the really being there through thick and thin and really making a go of it together. So it kind of depends on what you mean by breaks in this context. Now, if you just mean that if your partner needs some space and time to heal and maybe go on a weekend retreat or whatever, then yes, I think that's absolutely a good idea. Depending on the situation, depending on the severity of your partner's retroactive jealousy, quite often a bit of time apart is actually a really good thing. But by a bit of time apart, I mean a day or two or three, not weeks, not months, nothing like that. I think more often than not, that's going to do more harm than good. However, an odd weekend away to have some space, to have some clarity, to have some time to think, that can often be very, very good. And also, expanding on this idea of breaks, as your partner works to overcome retroactive jealousy, as I make very clear in my premium course, Get Over Your Partner's Past Fast and beyond, often with one-on-one coaching clients, they are going to need some space and time to heal. They're going to need little pockets of time where they're away doing the exercises and practices which I recommend. They're going to need time where they're away from you, focusing on their mission, getting clarity about what's important to them, etc., etc., etc. That is absolutely very, very, very important. However, I don't think a complete break in contact is often necessary, at least not over long periods of time. And as the partner of someone struggling with retroactive jealousy, it's good that you support them in the fact that you're okay with them taking a bit of space and time to do what they need to do to heal, whether that's an afternoon or maybe a weekend or whatever. Supporting them as they take that space and time to heal can be very, very, very helpful. And it's probably a good sign that you wrote to me and that you expressed interest or at least wanted to know about what I thought about taking breaks, because a bit of distance can actually do a lot of good in a relationship, but the key there is a bit. I think taking like these big breaks and these long periods of time apart from each other, especially if you're not very clear on what that break actually entails, can do a lot of harm. As we all learned from the popular American show Friends years ago when Ross and Rachel took a break, breaks can be kind of messy. So if you're going to do it, be very, very clear on exactly what it means, and more importantly, exactly when you're going to reunite, when you're going to come back together. So I hope you found this helpful. If anyone watching this found this useful, please be sure to click the like button below. Also be sure you are subscribed to my channel, and I'll be talking to you again very soon.